if you're still poor on the Donut SMP, it's not just bad luck. It's because of the mistakes that you make every single day. So in today's video, I asked real players why they think they're broke, and their answers explain everything. So if you want to actually start making money, pay close attention, and this is exactly why you're stuck at zero. Alright, so let me ask the first player in TPM. Accepted. Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Alright, so I just have a first simple question for you. So why do you think you're still poor on the Donut SMP?
Honestly, I don't really use my good gear. I always save it in my e-chest just in case I die. But then I never actually use it for PvP. I end up grinding with nothing, and my balance stays super low.
Yeah, guys, everyone, the biggest reason why players stay poor is because they're afraid to use their gear. For example, people buy good armor and never use it. Like, if you think about it, like, if your best armor is just sitting in your e-chest and it's not helping you make any money in any way, it's like essentially just taking up space. However, rich players, they lose gear all the time and they go out and do risky things with it. So they would like fight mobs and like PvP with it. And even if they die, they can just bounce back because of how rich they are. So they can just buy it back. However, poor players on the other hand, what they do is they protect it like it's a sort of treasure, and it just sits there and does nothing. Overall, the point is extremely simple. Your gear should work for you. Do not be scared to use it. Alright, so let's TP the next guy. Alright guys, the second person I'm gonna ask is my friend Sentinel, and let's TP him here. Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Alright, so I just have one simple question for you. So, what's the best gear that you have, and how often do you, like, use it?
I have full netherite gear with enchantments, but I mostly just keep it in my e-chest because I feel like I'll lose it. So I barely fight anyone or do big projects. I probably could have made more money if I actually used it for risky stuff like PvP'd with it.
Yeah. Guys, another huge mistake that people do is they rely on just having one money-making method. Because if you only farm one thing that everyone else is farming, that's just gonna drag down the price a lot. So you need to mix it up. You need to have like multiple money-making methods. Rich players, they have multiple money-making methods. So if one thing drops like a ton, then they're not gonna lose as much money because they have other ways to invest. And the players who stay poor, the reason why they stay poor is because they pick one method and stick to it. And it's barely enough to survive. However, rich players, they switch between methods. They take calculated risks and maximize profit. So if you're grinding in one thing, it's no wonder you're broke. Alright, let's see to the next person. Alright guys, now let me ask the next person. Yeah, hello?
Oh, my bad.
Alright, not good. So I just have one question for you, okay?
Alright,
So what is your main like money-making method on the Donut SMP?
Right now I mostly sell farmed crops. It's safe, but it's slow. I've thought about trying other methods like PvP loot or selling rare drops, but I just don't feel confident. I guess that's why I'm still low on cash.
Yeah, guys, a lot of players, they spend their money like way too early. Like, for example, they would build like massive bases or buy expensive items and like just show off before they actually have a steady income. And a cool base doesn't like make you rich, but money makes you rich, because if you spend it before you have real income, you're just digging yourself into a deeper way of being poor. So the first thing you have to do is focus on making money first, get consistent cash flow, and then you'll be able to spend on cool things and investing. Like, you should invest currently in piglin heads because they're 9.4 mil, so that means even if you're poor, you can still invest in it, and that's how you grow your wealth from Donut SMP. And the final person, let's TP him. Alrighty, let's TP to the next person, or let's send them a TP here at least. Yo, what's up? Hello?
What's up?
Alright, so
Hi.
what would the first big thing you would spend money on if you had a lot of money?
If you had a lot of money. I built a giant mansion right next to spawn. I wanted it to look cool, but I barely had any income to pay for upgrades or gear. It looked nice, but I was broke the whole time. Looking back, I should have focused on making money first.
Yeah, guys, most poor players, they play it way too safe. They avoid PvP, dangerous areas, and then like they avoid just fighting people. But the truth is, the biggest money making method on the Donut SMP involves risk. So you need high risk to have high reward. And I'm not saying to be reckless, but I'm just saying to be smart by like fighting people, having good investments, and keeping ahead. And overall, guys, the last mistake is having no plan plan at all. Poor players just grind randomly, they have no goals. However, rich players on the other side, they set goals for themselves, like first 100k, then 500k, and then $1 million. They know where they're going and they take steps to get there. And if you don't plan your money, you're just like gonna dig yourself into a deeper hole, and a simple plan changes everything. So if you're still poor on the Donut SMP, it's probably one of these mistakes. Comment which one you're guilty of, and I'll make a part 2 showing how rich players actually play, and you can start leveling up your balance today.